Hello everyone, let's look at the new changes and features that Microsoft is making available with the release of Windows 11 build 27898 and the Canary channel. Almost all these improvements are not technically new, as we had seen them in previous builds from different channels. Okay, first, in this preview, if we go to the taskbar settings, Microsoft is adding the option to make the icons in the taskbar smaller. But as you can see, this does not apply to the actual taskbar, only for the icons. Just remember that this feature is also rolling out in the next patch Tuesday update for Windows 11. You can also show only the small icons when the taskbar is full, so you can fit more icons. And then there's the never option, which is the default. Now, if we go to the quick settings page, more specifically to accessibility, we're going to notice that each of the features now includes description, and as we have previously seen, now they're grouped in different categories. Also, network administrators can now let users unpin specific apps permanently, preventing them from reappearing after a policy refresh using the new pin generation option. Microsoft is also refreshing the design of app permissions dialogs for a more consistent experience. So when an app requests access to sensitive resources such as location, camera, or microphone, the system will now display modal dialog with a dim background to draw more attention and improve clarity. For users in Europe, when they set a new web browser as the system default, the Set Default button will now change the default settings for more file types, such as FTP, READ, MHT, SVG, and others. Also, when changing the default browser, the system will now automatically pin itself to both the taskbar and the start menu. These two new options will be available on the Settings app, and they will be checked by default. Finally, if the browser can handle PDFs, a separate default for PDF button will also appear. This will allow users to set it as the default PDF handler with a single click. So, as part of this rollout, Microsoft is also adding the Quick Machine Recovery feature to Windows 11, and you can find the settings on the recovery page right here. So this feature has been designed to minimize downtime caused by boot failures. For example, when Microsoft releases an update and causes issues with the operating system. So when the computer crashes or it can't boot, the system will automatically connect to the network and upload the diagnostic information to Microsoft, and then the computer will receive a targeted fix. The feature will be enabled by default for Windows 11 Home, but on Windows 11 Pro, network administrators will have to enable and test the feature manually. So from here, you can turn it on and off, and if you turn it on, you can turn on this feature to control how the system will look for solutions and the time to restart and try it again. Now, once the feature has been enabled and the computer has received a fix, you can confirm that everything has been applied on the Windows Update settings, more specifically on the Update History page. Now, in the Canary channel, Windows 11 also introduces the ability to add custom words to the dictionary when using voice access. So if you have voice access enabled on your computer, you can open the settings menu, and from here you're going to find a new add to vocabulary option, and from here you can add your custom words. You can also add new words to the dictionary using the spell that or correct that command, or you can also use the add to vocabulary command. Now, on Windows 11 build 27898, Microsoft is also introducing a new screen curtain feature for the Windows Narrator, which enhances the privacy by blacking out the screen while the feature is active, keeping sensitive information hidden for view. While the Narrator feature is enabled, you can use the Caps plus Control plus C keyboard shortcut to turn on screen curtain on and off. In addition, Microsoft is also adding a new experience to discover and learn more about the latest capabilities when there are new updates for the Narrator. In this flight, File Explorer also gets a minor update, and that is included on the context menu. So now, for each of the top level options, we now have dividers, just to make it easier to identify each of the items. Also, as part of the Windows Share experience, if you select an image, now you will find an option to compress the image, and you have 3 levels of compression, including low, medium, or high. Furthermore, now if you're selecting a link or web content, we're going to see a preview right here on the Windows Share experience. Now, in this update, Microsoft is also updating the energy saver setting feature by adding a new adaptive mode. And the idea with this option is to monitor key system telemetry and automatically turn on the energy saver mode on your computer whenever it's needed, instead of turning on the always use the energy saver option manually. As a result of this change, the Energy Saver feature removes the ability to turn on Energy Saver automatically. It is important to note that this feature only appears on laptops or computers connected to an external battery. Now, if we open the language and regions page, we're now going to find that the page shows the device setup region. So basically, during the setup of Windows 11, you get a choice to set the region. And if you want to know what you chosen when you were configuring Windows for the first time, that information will be available right here on this page. And finally, when you use the Windows key plus Shift plus T keyboard shortcut, the snipping tool will now open in the text extractor directly, making it easy to grab text from a screenshot. And that's it. Those are basically all the new features and changes that we're going to find on Windows 11 build 27898 in the Canary channel. Also check the video description to find the link to a written article with all the details about this particular preview. Let me know in the comments what you think about these changes. Like the video, share it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet. And I just hope this video was informative for you, and I would like to thank you for viewing.